Hey guys, IceWire here, and today I am taking a moment in time to pay homage to a game that brought me great joy as a child, but to also highlight what an absolutely traumatic experience playing this game was. Now if you're new here, or in case you didn't know, I was one of those little girls as a kid. Yep, a horse girl. And I don't just mean, oh, I like horses, I think they're neat. No. This was to the extreme. I competed in miniature horse shows and won quite a few. And I also rode horses when I had the opportunity. And of course that leaked into my taste in gaming as a kid. And the game that I want to talk about today is Pepper Funnel Secrets of the Ranch. One of the most fun horse games I think I've ever played in my lifetime, and what could be the darkest effing horse game in existence. So let me break this game down for you. Secrets of the Ranch released on October 26th, 2007 by French developer under the umbrella of Ubisoft. I played it on the PC and it's a lovely little game with a lot of nifty features to it. You've got horses, foals, fun horse activities, a snippet of character customization, player choice, really surprisingly extensive player choice, beautiful Italian scenery, and attempted murder. You think I'm joking? Hold on to your cotton socks. And just so you know what kind of game this is, you need to see the beginning. You just need to experience it for yourself. No commentary from me, just experience it.
Nighttime. Is this going to take much longer?
It's those darn roads. I mean, look at the state of this road. It's unacceptable. What do they spend our tax money on? These cars are fragile. You've got to take care of them. You wanted to see the countryside? Looks like you've got your wish. It's going to take me hours to fix this.
I asked if we could avoid the highway, not cut across the fields.
You should find a place to stay. There's a village up there. We're not going to get out of here before tomorrow, you know.
Okay. I guess I don't have a choice. I know I'm just a poor little woman, but maybe you should check the radiator to see if that's the problem.
My radiator's just fine, thanks. You think I've never done this before? All right. See you tomorrow, miss.
So the plot of the game is as follows. You play as a young veterinarian named Emma, fresh out of graduation from university and ready to take on the world and do more vet things. But actually get paid for it, because if you have a skill, get fucking paid for it, man. That's how you get around in life. Her journey abroad to seek a higher education leads her to discovering a small little ranch in the Italian countryside. One thing leads to another, and she becomes the resident vet for the ranch and its horses. There's horses. I mean, it can't be a horse girl game without horses. Or else it's not really a horse girl game. It's just, I don't know, an RPG with a really bizarre setting. Now the gameplay is simple and exactly what you would expect from this kind of game. You can control Emma and can talk to some people, interact with the townies and other main characters and whatnot. Horse care is a big part of the game too. You brush them, you make them do horse things, you have to break them in, and once you do that, you can ride them and enter competitions. And you can raise foals. It's really wholesome, and the foals are super cute. So you're probably wondering, okay, this sounds like every other horse girl game ever. How is this in any way dark? Well, part of the story is that the owner of the ranch Emma now works at mysteriously disappeared. And as you dig further into what happened, you discover that her disappearance may not have been intentional. And by that I mean she was fucking murdered, and it was the mayor of the town who did it! Yeah, you heard me. Hold on to your fucking seats. It's gonna be a little bit of a rodeo.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road.
The antagonist of this game is the mayor of this small little Italian village that you're going to be spending the majority of your time in. And from the moment you hear his posh voice and see his weird twisty moustache, you know he's not a good guy. He's trying to gain ownership of the ranch you're now working at, and the lengths this man goes to gain said ownership is a yikes, to say the least. As you get further into the game, you slowly discover that this mayor had been blackmailing the original owner of the ranch, and you as Emma, as you try to compile evidence and gain information about what exactly went down between the two, things go from a 3+ rated game to kind of dark. Yes, this game is for ages 3 and up. I want you to remember that number because it's going to be very important for what I'm about to bring up next. One of the most screwed up moments in Secrets of the Ranch is during the final act. Emma is certain that the mayor blackmailed the ranch's owner and is set to expose him to the public. But not before the disabled village idiot comes along and convinces her to follow him to the rundown abandoned part of the town. Bear with me. So this fella's name is Hugo, and Hugo here, he's not a bad guy, he's just simply a stereotypical kind of idiot that you commonly saw in media in the early to mid 2000s.
There aren't any hotels here? No place to sleep? An inn? A campground?
It's a pretty yellow bus.
And where does this yellow bus go?
It goes to the city way down there. It goes fast. In the city, there are lots of hotels.
There's a city nearby? When did you say the bus gets here?
In 18 minutes, 28 seconds, it goes by to go to the city. A pretty yellow bus. You'll see.
Okay, I guess I'll go wait for the bus then. Thanks, Hugo.
Pretty sure he has some form of developmental disability with the way he talks to people, and that's played up to make him seem like even more of a comical dummy character, which is a whole nother barrel of apples to dive into, but let's just focus on the story. Hugo leads Emma down to the abandoned part of town with the promise of helping her find more information on the mayor. A cutscene appears in which they are now in an underground cellar with a few small barred windows above some cells. Can you guess where this is going? I'm actually curious if anyone can guess. Because holy shit, I did not expect this as a kid. Now my memory is foggy on the specifics, but I think she goes into one of the cells to pick up an item. It might have been a journal or a necklace belonging to Marie, the ranch owner. And then Hugo pulls a fast one on poor Emma. He locks her in the cell, which Emma thinks is just him being his dumb Hugo self, and laughs a little anxiously, asking him to knock it off and let her out. But in walks the damn mayor, who manipulated and coerced Hugo into luring Emma into the cell in the abandoned part of town where no one goes. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. Now when I played this as a kid, this really got me. I was hooked on this point. My emotions were very high. I was just like, ooh, drama.
That's a twist. That's very twisty.
But looking back at it now as an adult whose taste in media have grown a bit since a decade ago, and I watch a mix of more adult themes and with some more wholesome content, it's like bloody yikes. Believe it or not, however, that's not the most messed up thing about this moment. The messed up moment is that days go by where Emma is stuck in the cell. The mayor locks her in the cell to rot and die so she can't expose him for all of his wrongdoings. And Hugo, feeling some pretty heavy guilt, brings her apples so she doesn't die from starvation or dehydration, all the while Emma is losing her mind and is essentially rocking back and forth in the fetal position in hysterics in between passing out from exhaustion. Yes, this game is rated G. It's rated fucking G. Family friendly content.
This isn't a game, Oliver. I'm scared to death right now, in case you hadn't noticed. I haven't eaten for days, I can't sleep, and you're fooling around having fun like a kid in front of a video game.
Spoiler alert. She lives. This isn't Game of Thrones. This is a wholesome kids game. We can't have the main player character die, but we can totally have it go through some heavy stuff that really shouldn't be watched by kids. Seriously, it was nightmare inducing. It's the dialogue that makes the situation so horrifying. Because she's just rocking back and forth. You can tell by like the tone of voice that she is rocking back and forth in hysterics, just being like, I'm never getting out of here. This is just fine. Can anyone help me? No, no one's gonna help me. No one can even hear me down here. This is a G-rated game. Please somebody help me. I'm fucking screwed. Like the hysterical giggle and all. Whoever the voice actor was for Emma, you killed it, babe. You killed it.
I can't sleep anymore. Ever since the day Oliver and I made the decision to break into the mayor's house, I'm no longer sure of what he calls our brilliant plan of action. What if Oliver's right? If this man is influential enough to push the detectives to conclude that Marie is dead, he can do anything he wants to get his hands on this land.
Now another factor into what makes Secrets of the Ranch kind of a dark game is also the music. Even the music plays a part in how dark this game can be.
I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached.
For the most part, it's happy chappy, la-di-da, I'm riding my horsey through the flowery fields, or surfing stuff for when the weather takes a turn to more colder climates. Oh, did I mention that this game has like a day and night system along with a dynamic weather system? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's actually really awesome. It snows, it rains, it's fucking great. The music at certain points of the story gets very spooky. A dark, airy piano tune plays during these moments that you're hopefully hearing in the background now, or have played a clip with it if the editing gods have smiled upon me while making this video.
First, I've got to make sure he's really gone. I'd better get a hold of Oliver.
Emma! Oh, thank goodness it's you. Is everything okay?
I think so. Just tell me if I can get out of here now.
Yes, he just left. He looks furious.
Be careful, Oliver. If he sees you, he'll tear you apart.
Parts of this piano tune have this creepy, ghostly sound that comes and goes, and let me tell you, it gave me nightmares. I dread wandering into a spooky area in this game and hearing that music because it was terrifying. Even just entering certain areas at a specific time in the day could trigger it. Whereas if you entered that same area during the day, it would be, you know, completely fine, normal music. But at night is when it would get creepy. And I can hear it in my mind now and it's freaking me out. It's been ingrained into my memory. And that piece of music overall really added to the dark factor of Secrets of the Ranch, which is such a weird sentence to say because this is a horse girl game. It's a horse girl game. And now, it was really hard to find information and clips on this game. There isn't even a wiki page for this. Pepper Funnel's Secrets of the Ranch was buried so deeply that I honestly thought I wouldn't be able to find any screenshots, gameplay, or even a description on it. The following is an excerpt from an article talking about the developer that published Secrets of the Ranch. While there were no smash hit successes in the company's long history of creating varied and interesting content for all ages, they managed to sell more than 9 million units, but now their games are all but forgotten or relegated to bargain bins. Beyond listings of their games and the odd scrap of information here and there, the studio's memory seems to have gone the same way with their social media, scrubbed or abandoned, and a site that has gone without an update for quite some time. I could find clips of the ending which spoils exactly what happened with the mayor and Marie and all that jazz, but I couldn't find like other parts of the game, just the beginning, couple bits of gameplay here and there, and then the endings. So it made my job really hard. It's like Ubisoft swept it under the rug, hoping no one would remember this cutesy but bizarre horse game they published. And I searched through all of their published games and all the games that like developers have published under the Ubisoft umbrella. This was not present. But I remembered Ubisoft. I remembered. It's ingrained into my brain for all of eternity and you can't do shit. Thanks for the memories and nightmares. Now, my overall tone throughout this video can be perceived like I'm bashing this game, but that isn't really the case. This was a fun game for me as a kid. I loved it to bits when I played it. And I played this game multiple times because, like I said earlier, there's player choice in this game, so you could do one thing in one playthrough and then do something a second time in a different playthrough and it'll be completely different from the first thing you did. For example, you get to pick what apartment you get to live in. There's 3 choices, and if you pick one specific apartment, you'll get a little bit of extra story, which once again involves Hugo sneaking into your apartment late at night. Yeah, it's very weird. The gameplay and the story that Secrets of the Ranch offered appealed to me, and hell, if I could get my hands on this game and figure out how to get it to work, I would love to give it a crack again. But just after remembering certain parts about the game that were very dark and very questionable for a kids game, I just felt confused. Despite the fact that it is a horse girl game, it has the makings for a solid RPG experience. And that's not something you hear very often about a horse girl game. So, take my word for it as someone that is a massive fan of multiple RPGs ranging from Dragon Age Inquisition, Origins, Skyrim, and Fallout New Vegas. Like, I know my RPGs, and considering the gameplay that I'm familiar with, and like certain dynamics that I know from playing those kinds of games, Secrets of the Ranch is up there with them. At its core, it is an RPG. Would I recommend this game now as an adult? Yes. But please, for the love of all things nice, don't show your 7-year-old daughter or sister this game, because she will have nightmares. Sincerely, from a now adult horse girl who 100% had nightmares thanks to this game. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little video. I have been wanting to make a video on Secrets of the Ranch for months now. Months and months, and I've finally gotten around to it. So for those that have been aware of my plans to make a video on this game, thank you so much for the patience, along with my current situation lately with, you know, moving to the middle of nowhere. I mean, I am literally filming in an RV in the woods. I heard a coyote 2 nights ago outside. It's wild out here. If you want to see me cover more older games on the channel in this format, please do let me know, because I have a few video games in mind that I would love to visit. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, let me know down in the comments below, along with what you thought of this video.
Consider supporting me on Patreon, as it fuels the growth of my content's quality and the variety and production of said content that you guys get to see all here on the channel. And of course, as always, a huge thank you to my current patrons. They are Cosmoronic, Nicholas Montoya, Hatsgirl, Cooladora, Kay, and Zapfinouch. And if you want to see your name shouted out at the end of the video like these guys, do hop over onto Patreon and have a look around at the cool rewards on offer. Or if you don't want to deal with the whole monthly subscription stuff, do consider checking out my Ko-Fi. If an easy, breezy, or once-off donation is more your thing, do check that out.
Anyway, it's IceWire signing off, and I'll see you 2 minutes later next time on the channel. Have a lovely day / night with you are in the world, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!